Bobby Knuckles is back in the win column after the former champ got KO'd by Stylebender, a year and a bit ago. He said he lost the fire. He came back against Darren Till. I couldn't have been more excited for this fight. I knew it was going to be super technical, right? I think we all did. And did it live up? I don't know. I don't think that it was necessarily a barn burner, but when you have two technical strikers, there's going to be a lot of feinting. There's going to be a lot of, hesitation. And every once in a while, somebody's going to get cracked, right? Till got dropped once. Whittaker got dropped once. At the end of the day, I thought that Bobby Knuckles would take it in a decision. He did. Mike, it wasn't that necessarily easy to call. Some people still called it for Till. I don't think they're right. I think Bobby Knuckles probably convincingly won at least 3 rounds to 2. But what did you think?
Yeah, I had that fight 4 rounds to 1. I thought that the drop at the end of the first round was in the favor of Till. And after that, Whittaker kind of just took a second round in the most convincing way you possibly could without getting it to be a 10-8. That's as close as a 10-9 gets to being a 10-8. And Till was taking a lot of damage in that second round and not really being very active, I want to say, in the second and third rounds. He got more active in the fourth round, fifth round, everything like that. But by that time, the momentum, which is very much what MMA is, a momentum-based sport, was solidly in the hands of Whittaker. And he showed his championship medal in that bout, and that was amazing. I also wanted to point out the fact that when I saw Till and his knee from those constant calf kicks, and it turned out that he actually tore something in his knee, I wasn't surprised, but man, the poker face on Darren Till. Am I right?
Yeah, man. Well, apparently the knee injury was actually from the knee stomp. And I forget who did it to I think it was Yoel who did it to Whittaker in their first fight. And then, because I remember in the second fight, Whittaker opened up with a knee stomp. He was like, yeah, screw you. I'm going to do it right back to you. That's a John Jones, right? The oblique kick. I think that's a dirty move. I mean, it's hard to say that, how can you allow somebody to kick someone at full force in the face, but stomping on their knee is dirty. I don't know. I think, am I wrong in saying that? I think it's a little bit of a dirty shot. And I think anybody on the receiving end of it will tell you that sucked. I hated every bit of that. But at the end of the day, you're trying to win a fight. And if that means incapacitating your opponent, I'm sure that Darren Till's calf hurts just as much as his knee does after taking these whopping kicks to his calf, all through the fight.
100%. I when I look at that, I'm not going to sit there and say it's something I wouldn't do. If I could do something to maim an opponent and make my job a little bit easier that night, then I would. And yeah, I wouldn't say that it's the most kosher, clean thing to do, but it's not something that's outside of the rule book, so it's not illegal. So if it's well within the rules, then I guess it's all up for grabs there. Yeah, no, I mean, the fight itself was rather technical, and I love what Robert Whittaker was saying in the aftermath of the fight. He said that was the most technical striking matchup he's ever had. You could see they were even kind of joshing with each other after the fight initially concluded in the ring. They kind of, Bobby Knuckles was just doing one of these. He's like, your feints are crazy. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do. And that's one of the things I was trying to harp on in our preview is, Till's got a lot more than just a left hand. He's got feints that make you think he could throw anything at any point. And the snap kicks, it's actually funny. The person with more success with the snap kicks was actually Till in a way. And Whittaker's were large in part getting dodged by some crazy torso movement from Till. It's like fighting a snake in there. Amazing fight, honestly.
Yeah, I was really excited to see Robert Whittaker saying that he has to fire back because I remember when he went on his tear beating the impossible guys of the division, like at the time when he would just go out there and beat Jacare and then beat Yoel and then beat Yoel again. It's like, dude, oh my God, like this is incredible. And then you go up with Stylebender, who's just a terrible match for you, for most people who are going to try to strike with him. And we'll preview Stylebender versus Paulo Costa closer to the fight date. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think Bobby Knuckles wins, and I don't know where necessarily he goes from here because the next fight is until September. Is he automatically a number 1 contender? Does he fight Jack Hermanson? Does Till fight Jack Hermanson? What's going on, Mike? What do you think?
Well, in my opinion, I think that Jared Cannonier, that dark horse that no one's really talking about, that had an injury that he had to come back from, he was looking like he was on a fast track going to get a bout going, and that wasn't even so far as out of the realm of possibility from the mind of Izzy himself. He was saying that Jared Cannonier is a dark horse in this division. He said it, quote unquote, just like that. So What I would want to see is Bobby Knuckles versus Jared Cannonier. That would be what I want to see in and around the same time as that Paulo Costa fight, if in fact Robert wants to have a quick turnaround, which he has not had a lot of those in recent years at all, whether it be due to injury or just him wanting a little bit of time to decompress. As he said, he just wants to see his kids, just wants to see his wife. So he could wait out, but if Jared Cannonier gets active and puts on a good performance, now what are we looking at, right? You haven't been active for a while. Is it you going to fight Izzy, or is it somebody else? And as for Till, again, maybe a Jack Hermanson, even though he's coming off of a win, would be nice to see. It's funny to see Izzy also commenting about Till, saying, I can't wait to still fight you. That's still something I really, really desperately want. So that's something to think about in the back of our minds in terms of when the champion's calling people out, like Yoel Romero, did he deserve it at the time? Not necessarily, but because the champ was saying, hooting and hollering, saying, you're next in line, that's exactly what we got.
Yeah, timing is everything, isn't it? Like, you went from having to give Yoel the shot because there was no one else who was a clear contender, but now, after the middleweight fights that have just happened, you have Hermanson who's emerged, Bobby Knuckles is right back in there, Cannonier's always sleeping, he's right there too. There's no shortage of guys who now you could propel to fight the champ after Izzy versus Costa.
100%. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you think is next for Robert Whittaker, Darren Till, and what do you think is going to be happening for someone like Jared Cannonier even? I know a lot of people might not be putting a lot of shine on him, but for those hardcores that do think that guy's in the mix, what do you guys want to see next? We'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you in the next video.